Welcome to the Round 5 Rocket League Tournament Review. I'm here with Sam again, and we're going to go over the events of Round 5. We've got a good segment lineup for you tonight. So we're going to start off on Friday night with you, Sam. You can kick us off here. Genuine Checkage against the Cheez-Its. So here are the highlights. We're off here on Friday night. Super Pigeon and Phantom Fighter going for it. Dr. Rush out of position. AJ. Ethan misses. Trouble. Jimmy. AJ. Still pushing. It's rolling. It's a goal. Phantom Fighter. Excellent start. Ethan gonna launch it long. Phantom Fighter racking up the stats. Ethan sets it. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, right back at ya. What? Peter sends it.
Peter can't quite make that shot there, but Ethan follows it up perfectly once again. Perfectly positioned in the center. Just pops it up there as Rush sends it to the wall, but it's come falling for Ethan here as he tries to follow up his own shot. Can't quite double catch it. Here comes Pete. Good place there, Rush. Good stuff there from Pete. Places it perfectly in the right corner. His teammates getting ready for them to launch an attack. Here comes Ethan up the wall. He's going to try and follow it up, centering it perfectly. He makes his own. Wow.
Brilliant.
The doozy dish by Ethan.
No, Phantom Fighter has him under control now. Ethan, he's going to fly. Yes!
Oh my God.
Yes. Brilliant.
Jimmy flies under the ball. Bit of a misjudge there.
So
Pete's going to try and follow that up against in the corner. Gets it past Rush, but then Mark's on the goal line winning that. But here comes Ethan. Perfectly positioned.
And now, 6-1. The equivalent score to what Game 1 of the Cardinals Cheez-Its was is happening here.
For this game too, Cheez-Its. How is this game by the throat of the series so far? Check-It's going to pull something majestic out of their asses to win this run. Mark coming in for a kick-off follow-up. And here comes Ethan up the wall on the ball. Moves that challenge there, doesn't even make contact.
It only took 9 seconds.
Goal. Shot past Mark, but he's at a block. Here comes Rush now, centering it. Oh, it goes past Jimmy. Oh no. Jimmy is just...
Mark well placed. Rush was never going to beat Ethan in that contest. Now AJ gets it out the back. Jimmy under pressure. Goal. Rush. Checkage in front. Can you believe it? Flag, I would say. Mark flies high. Blocked. Ethan. Oh, Rush, good prediction.
No.
Jimmy. Oh, my
God.
goodness. Is he playing with a mouse and keyboard? Damo scores another.
Jimmy out, but Ethan's there. Pete committing behind him. Doesn't need to because Ethan's got it under control as usual. Mark over the top. It's going to come off the ball. No, it's not going to hit the backboard.
Brilliant, Mark.
Well, it looked a bit high. But
Ethan gets it, but they won't be happy with this one. The Cheez-Its, a monumental loss, and we're going to be going to a Game 3. This is going to be brilliant. Wowee. Alright, the kickoff. Who's going to go? We've got Mark and Ethan. Ethan wins it. Oh, gee. Well played. It's only taken 3 seconds. The Phantom Fighter well played. Now here's Jimmy. Jimmy to Ethan. Lovely shot. Right in the corner. You couldn't put it any better. They rotate. That's a lovely centre. Who's going up? Ethan is. Oh no! Number 3! They're not messing around!
just rolled in. My God. Looking good for Checkage. This turnaround is going to have to happen fast if they want to stop this game blowing out. Here comes Alex. That's what we need, dude.
That's
Good
brilliant.
positioning there. Just pops it into the middle of the goal.
Stand up in a tough situation. Or will Ethan just chuck it long and double tap? No, but Pete should. He does. That's brilliant, Rocket League. Jimmy wins it nicely. Peter's going to drive around the wall, but a Phantom Fighter has it. Ethan, number 5! And the question...
Meets it before Jimmy, but plenty of time there for Ethan to clean it up. Unless Rush demos him there, good stuff. Sets it up for Alex, who just drives around the ball. And Rush just wins that. Wow. And here comes Alex trying to stall it for as long as he can, trying to launch another attack, but it's Ethan who gets the clear and gets it past Rush on the goal line and gets it over Mark on the second effort.
Checkage are gonna lose to the Cheez-Its. Massive win for the Cheez-Its. And they could get 8. No, not quite.
Yeah, this was a game I think a lot of people expected the Cheez-Its to end up winning, which they did. But Genuine Checkage didn't go down all that quietly. They gave up the first game and managed to come back out swinging in the second game, flipping the result on the Cheez-Its. An upset was on the cards, but in the end it was Ethan leading his Cheez-Its to a 3-game win in that series, which is going to cement their spot up near the top of the ladder and leaving Genuine Checkage in real strife coming into the back end of the season. They're going to have to really win both their games confidently if they're going to manage to clutch up and make the top 4, but nothing too dramatic happening in that game. A pretty expected result apart from that surprise second game clutch from Checkage.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we'll move on now to some of the more interesting games, hopefully.
Yep, so Saturday, Arvo, Air Reset Boys, and this is Grape. Forward ball. Josh has a bit of a tussle with Lord Derp, and they've done nicely. Cal, long by Cal. 2 minutes on the clock. Where's he going to go, Cal? He's going to pop it up to Cheerful Crumb. No.
Whoa,
It's been a topsy-turvy game now. Cal, yes, the first goal. Cal has got his team on the board in game 1 of this series. Want a rush of goals. Cheerful Crumb has an open net to shoot at. He just misses though. Josh hits it off to the side, waiting for a teammate. Lord Derp! Bang! Brilliant
from Ben.
Brilliant shooting from Lord Derp. Josh has it. Beautiful. Now, what are they going to do? In the corner, Josh in a precarious position. Saves it to Cal. Bang! 3. And this has just been domination from the Air Reset Boys. Not any permanent damage done to This Is Grape though. I think there's definitely potential for a comeback. Cal just puts it down. And 3-0 for game 1. Air Reset Boys and This Is Grape. Air Reset Boys took game 1 3-zip. Can control and just put it deep. Oh, they're looking a bit shaky early on, the Air Reset Boys. And that's a lovely play! Cheerful Crumb! That is brilliant! Oh, wow, he just came from the clouds. That is brilliant. Plug mode had no idea what to do.
Josh, amazing goal.
Anyway, number 2, they're going to look for now, and there it is, number 2. Cheerful Crumb. Oh, he's on fire. Off the wall. Doesn't have many options. Billy with a clear. Plug mode just gets it up, but Cal gets a 3rd goal. 3 in a minute for the Air Reset Boys, and this is looking like it could be a big win. Lord Derp just drives over it. Cheerful Crumb has played brilliant this game. Lord Derp just lets it go over his head. Josh, lovely!
Lovely.
Yeah, out the back. If they have snow, Lord Derp, well done. Oh, it's a goal, Lord Derp!
Derp!
And now the plug mode. Oh, he's hit it backwards. That's big for Lord Derp. No. 13 on the clock. As we tick down to the final seconds of this game. Cal! Oh, what a brilliant goal!
God.
Number 2 for him.
Crucial.
That is unbelievable.
That just saved them the game right there.
What a goal. 5. They've set it up. They're all up. Lord Derp, do some flying. Oh, it's a goal! Josh gets one on the buzzer. And that ends the game. And it was a pretty good game from the Air Reset Boys, continuing their undefeated streak now, 5-0, sitting pretty good up there. They do have the other top 2 contending teams to play against the last 2 rounds, which will be interesting. But we see another finals contender go down this week. This is Grape, falling to 2 and 3. Now they've got the toughest run out of the 3 teams contending for that 4th spot. So they're going to find it very hard to find their way back in, but there is definitely a possibility of that occurring. A couple excellent goals this game as well. Billy with an insane redirect, and Cal got a lovely goal right at the end of game 2 as well. So a pretty good game, enjoyable game to watch, but a pretty easy win. So we'll go to now Sunday, Sam. So my team versus yours, bit of a grudge match. So you can take us into that one.
Welcome to this little bit of a clash here between Jaden and Sam. The Rocket Men versus the Cardinals, game 1 as we start off here. It should be 1-0, but Paddy keeps it going. Jaden misses the ball on the wall. This could be a chance here. Misses. Jamison dodges out the way. Sam.
What a shot.
The Venomous Viper makes it 1-0 after 1 minute of game. Low commit, but great little save there. Jamie Sum just making some sort of pressure. He hits it forwards, and then Sniper misses. J-Man up in the air. Paddy, everyone misses. Jamie Sum hits it. Oh my god.
Oh no.
1-1. That was extremely scrappy, but yeah. Then Sniper gets another touch. Past Goldie Poggers, but saved by Mitch. And Jaden, sorry, and it's popped up. Paddy shot. Oh, lovely shot there from Paddy. 2-1 to Rocket Man. What are you thinking now? Great 50 there from Jamie Sum as he hits it forward. Mitch sitting under the ball. Oh, horrible clear by Paddy. He's whiffed. Sam.
Oh, big bump.
Shambolic defense for the Cardinals, like we've seen nearly all tournament, just falling apart on the goal line. Goldie Poggers gets a good clear. As Sam passes it to Jamie Sum, who shoots and puts it very wide.
Yeah.
But that is game one,
over.
done and dusted. 1-0 to the Rocket Men. The Cardinals versus Rocket Men. A surprising 1-0 lead from the Rocket Men, as the Cardinals are looking to save. Jamie Sum with a great centre, but Mitch gets a little bit to the right. Sam pressures, gets damaged again by Mitch, but gets the shot!
Oh, what a shot.
Okay. In the middle, just sitting there as Paddy half flips back and gets a good little clear. Jamie Sum may have had that, but Paddy says, no, this is my ball. Paddy misses. Jaden and Paddy.
Oh, this is not looking good for Rocket Man.
J-Man.
J-Man takes it.
1-1. 2 minutes to go. Your thoughts, David? Venosapher gets a clear, but to the back post, J-Man shoots and just puts it wide right. Mitch clears it. This is another chance here. Jamie Sum lost under the ball.
Oh, what a goal.
2-1. The Cardinals have started playing extremely well in this second game and in this last couple minutes. As Jamie Sum just Jaden Sam Venosapher go for 50 and it's cleared out. All they need is one big clear and they win this game. Sam, oh no, that could have cost him if he had hit the ball. That could have been a win there. But
I think it's
game 2 finishes 2-1 to the Cardinals. Not the results that we've been expecting, but have come to us and have been a very enjoyable game to watch as Paddy wins the kickoff there. Series, in fact, Sam's just been a rock on the goal line. Goldie Poggers tries to control Sam, bumps Jaden out the play as Paddy gets it forward. Mitch somewhat clears it, Paddy centers it, but no one's there. Oh, it's a shot from Jaden! Is this it?
It's a goal!
1-0.
It's a goal!
1-0 with 1 minute 48 remaining. J-Man puts the Cardinals up. What do you gets it over? Good little defensive work there by Sam. 1 minute remaining with the Rocket Men down 1-0. You would expect a ton of offensive pressure here. Goldie Poggers with a good little bump. Sam clears at the goal line again. Mitch! Yes!
Mitch, 2-0.
2-0 with 50 seconds left. Very much fight. Like, they showed lots of fight, but it just seemed the Cardinals were just too
I think it's
powerful
game
for
over.
them.
The Cardinals will
Game
just
over.
take this.
The Cardinals with a very unconvincing win here in the tournament. Convincing in the way of better play, but still getting a game taken by them.
Yeah, this was looking forward to this one. It was your Cardinals game to lose, and dare I say, you almost lost it after dropping that first game to our boys. You managed to steady the ship and run away with that game, clutching up there for a win. Obviously, before this round, you were sitting 2-2 with Checkage and Grape, but obviously those two teams lost their games, so that was a bit shaky win. It doesn't do much good for your percentage, but all that counts is getting that extra win on the board for you, and obviously leaving Rocketman winless. Not without a fight though. I mean, it hurts to see us on 0-5 after clutching up in a couple of games and putting in some good performances, but you boys got the results you deserved, and you get bragging rights over me for this tournament. But we'll move on to the last game of this round.
Yep, Finding Nemo vs Kled 69, so enjoy the highlights. Is able to get it. Goopy in, I don't even know what that car is. Sent by Tom. Tom's looking dangerous early. Goal! No. My goodness gracious. Aljo Peck hits it away. Big Slime Lime sending it forward. And now Bender Boy! Yes! Finally! The first goal of the match. 30 seconds, they need to find a goal here, Finding Nemo. Karamad, it's going to bounce over him. Bender Boy, missed it. Can they get it out the back here, Finding Nemo? Aljo Peck a bit awkward on the ball. 16 seconds, they're going to have to get it out. Big Slime Lime just over. Goopy, going to try and find an angle. No, he doesn't. Last hurrah for Finding Nemo. There's Tom on the wall. Can he beat Big Slime Lime? He can. Oh, Henry's cleared it though, and they're just going to hang on for that 1-0 win. Boy, oh boy. 2. Cloud69 versus Finding Nemo. Bender Boy back in the octane. Tom with a big contest win. Now, Henry, under control, looking good.
It's all up to Richard.
It's a goal.
That's a goal.
1-0. Goopy's missed. Big Slime Lime has done well, Mo! Aljo Peck. Well done, Aljo Peck. Well done! He can hit it all the way! That is a great goal! That is a great team goal! Bonker Boy! Oh, yes! Look at this. Just needs to control. Aljo Peck got to help him out, and he does. Good save. It's going to stay in that corner. Bender Boy with a lovely shot. It's going to roll. Goopy finishes it off.
Oh,
Deep forward. Bender Boy's there. It's over. Now, can they get out the back? No. Great centre from Big Slime Lime. Oh my goodness, what a goal. That's brilliant. What a goal from Big Slime Lime. And now Henry's coming in with the... Oh my, what an angle. That is inspirational. If they can find Nemo, they're going to need to find something right now. Bender Boy for 4. He's gone. Oh, yes. You can see it going in. Just the angle he had. It's over the goals. Karamad. Oh my goodness gracious. Richo gets it out. Oh, it's another goal. Bender Boy has got his team's 5th goal. Up to fail, according to Tom. And that is game over. Cloud69 going to go 4-1. Still, oh my god. Are you kidding me? Still going. Keep it up. It's still going. We're still going. Goopy. Oh. Good win from Cloud69. And it was an interesting game. It was very low scoring, but Finding Nemo, I think they've had a rough run this tournament, and I thought they looked out of puff when it came to the second game. They sort of just gave up a little bit, just, you know, moping around the court, not really playing that well. And Cloud69 just racking up the wins now, and that's another one to add to their list. And Finding Nemo, unfortunately, going 0-5. So I don't see them winning anytime soon. We'll see what happens in that last round against you blokes. But Cloud69, serious contender. We didn't learn too much about them this week than we already knew. But I can't wait for their matchup next week as well. So pretty casual win for Cloud69. And we'll move into the ladder. I'll go through the top 4 teams. So in first place, Air Reset Boys, 5-0. Perfect record, Sam. 275%. They've got the next 2 games against Cloud69 and Cheez-It, so you never know what's going to happen in that top 3.
It'll be cracking games.
And Cloud69 as well, big win. They managed to pip the Cheez-Its on percentage with 200, but they've scored less goals for and against. Their percentage is much more volatile, meaning that they could swing around very easily. And then you've got the Cheez-Its at 196, staying pretty stable from last week on 16 points as well, equal with Cloud69. So pretty normal there. They'll all make the finals. And now we get to the interesting part of the ladder, Sam. So we got my team, the Cardinals, at 3-2, only 63%, because we lost by 10-7, and we haven't won a game by more than two or three goals this tournament. So that's it's a cause for concern, but still in the top 4, which is what we were looking for. So Sam, you can take us to the back end of our ladder.
So despite that deplorable percentage, it is the Cardinals who are going to jump up in that hot race for that last final spot. This is Grape and Genuine Checkage slipping when it's really starting to matter here, dropping into 5th and 6th spot. So it's going to be a hot race for them to try and pick that last spot back out of your hands. And obviously we've still got our 2 winless teams who, although they still haven't won a game, and they put up some pretty shoddy performances, I think that might be shaping up to be match of the tournament. We might see 2 0-6 teams going against each other in the last round to close the tournament. But yeah, nothing much to say about those 2 teams there. All the action is happening at 4th, 5th and 6th for the last final spot.
Yep, that's where everyone's eyes are looking, but it doesn't mean there's no good matchups left for the season. On that note, I'm going to go to my spray again for, this might be my 4th spray for the season. And this week, a lot of people might be surprised by this, but Genuine Checkage are going to cop it this week. And I know you disagree with this one, Sam, but this team, we consider them finals contenders. You can't be finals contenders if you're going to play this poor against top quality teams. We let them off the hook last week because the scoreline wasn't that bad. But this week it was shocking. And I know everyone's going to say, oh, they won a game. But winning a game doesn't matter. In fact, it actually made their percentage worse for it. This was just, it wasn't good at all. It was awful to watch. The defense, they just didn't really find any in sync at all. The only way they could win was to shut down Ethan, and they couldn't even execute that too well. So there are definitely not many good signs for Checkage, and I'd be very concerned for them this week. Though they played a little bit like us when we lost our games to some of the top teams. So, but they do have you guys, so you know that could be a return to form, or it could see an end to their season this week, Sam. So this week's definitely make or break for them. But Sam,
bit of a brutal assessment.
as always, we move to your lighter note, which is your surprise. So,
Surprise. We'll be
for that.
stepping away from direct tournament news for this one, and the surprise is actually going to go to a matchmaking fiasco that happened between our fellow competitor Big Slime Lime and I after our 4 matches of tournaments finished up on Sunday. Liam and I managed to solo queue into a match of 3s completely by chance, and it's fair to say we were both in a bit of a spin there, but we parted up and played a few games there, although we are rivals in the tournament, and it was a bit of fun and a bit of enjoyment that came out of a week of loss for my team. But yeah, a bit of lighthearted banter there between us at the end of a round of competitive tournament matches.
Yeah, and obviously, well, we're finally happy to really get into the business end of this season, I think. And before we go into our tips, we have made a bit of an adjustment. We've got now, we've got 2 rounds in one weekend, as we've got the grand final holiday on Friday. It's going to be tough to get through, Sam, but I reckon it's going to be a lot of fun competition, and then it gives us plenty of time for the finals the following week, and we'll have a big show at the end of the weekend, which will give us a massive preview for those finals, Sam. So what we're going to do is we're going to give our tips for both round 6 and 7, because they're going to be immediately following each other. So we'll just zoom through them quickly. We have your mob, Sam, and Checkage, a bit of a grudge match there.
Yeah, I said at the start of the season I was looking forward to coming up against these boys, and you've just sprayed them. And look, I'm not going to lie, I'm backing on Sin all the way in this game. I reckon we have what it takes to knock off Checkage and put a disastrous spanner in their season. So I'll take my boys in for that game.
Yes, it's an interesting one. My sprays, they haven't worked that much. Like the following week, the team hasn't gotten over the line. But I think Checkage, they're still a good team, and I think they will be able to hold up pretty well. And just the even spread throughout the team, I reckon they can win that. So Cloud69 Air Reset boys, this is going to be an absolute classic match, Sam.
What a match this is. Top of the table heavyweights going at it. This is a bloody hard one to tip. I do like my underdogs. So obviously the Aeroset boys sitting undefeated, but I reckon if there's an upset on the cards, it's going to be Cloud69, who are going to want to try and knock off the Aeroset boys from their pedestal up there. So I'll back in an underdog there for that game and take Cloud69 to win that game.
Yeah, it's a reasonable suggestion, but I think Cal, he just plays like he never has an off game. He's always on every single week, and I just think 6-0 has a pretty nice ring to it, and they'll enjoy a win, I reckon, on Friday. And we'll move to the Cheez-Its and Finding Nemo. I think this might be a bit of a no-brainer, but Sam, give us your analysis.
Yeah, not much I can say for the underdog here when they're sitting the bottom of the ladder and haven't probably shown the least upside of anyone in this tournament. So Cheez-Its going to run away with that game pretty confidently, cementing their top of the table spot.
Yeah, they did they were looking okay, but I think they've just sort of lost some passion and like they don't want to win it as much. And I think that's why the Cheez-Its will get a massive win. I think Ethan will rack up some goals. That'll be a fun one. Now we move to my game, the Cardinals, and this is great, a very crucial one in the context of the tournament.
Obviously the two teams trying to find that last spot. Obviously, you are sitting in the prime position, and although Josh has been a pretty good player this tournament, and Dex and David have backed him up quite well, I think you boys, the Cardinals, will manage to get the win there and hang on to that 4th spot on this ladder over those boys and knock them out for the time being.
Yeah, this is going to be a super tough game for both sides. It's very important, high stakes. I'm going to go for Josh's team just because I don't want to curse myself. The last time I tipped us in an even game, we lost by 10 goals, so I'm just going to tip This Is Grape and move on. So we'll quickly go through round 7. Cloud 69 versus This Is Grape.
Cloud 69, This Is Grape. This is Grape. They're not a terrible team by any means, but Cloud 69 sitting pretty there near the top of the ladder, still yet to finalise their position. But I think regardless, they're probably Henry, Will are going to be enough to drag the Cloud 69 boys away from Josh and get that game under their belt.
Yep, I think they, if they lose on Friday, they'll be wanting to bounce back very quickly, and they'll have the opportunity to do so straight after. So I think this should be another confident win for them. We'll move to the Air Reset boys and the Cheez-Its. If last week, if the game before Cloud 69 and Air Reset boys wasn't the game of the tournament, this one might be, Sam.
This one is bloody hard to tip. Cal and Ethan, probably the 2 MVP players so far of the tournament, going at it for a top of the table clash again. Oh, I tipped against the Air Reset boys last round, and I'm really sensing the Cheez-Its might give them a good run for their money, but I'll back the Air Reset boys in for this one. I just think, aside from Cal and Ethan, they've got more firepower on the side of the Air Reset boys, so I'll take them in for a win there.
Yeah, this is going to be an awesome game to watch, and I think if Ethan's on, they have a massive chance, and I have a feeling that he will be on Saturday for that game, and I reckon they'll win that one and give them their first loss for the season. So now, if this is the big one, my team, the Cardinals versus Checkage, that is probably going to decide which team makes finals, Sam.
This is another hard one to tip. Those 3 bottleneck spots, all trying to clutch it up. Tipped your boys last round, and I think if you can square that game away, I think you should be able to square Checkage away as well, and that should be enough for you guys to see yourselves in to the top 4. I'm just not sure if I can see Checkage having the scoring power that you boys might be putting up, so I'll take you in for a win there.
Yeah, I'm going to tip Checkage again here. I'm not going to say my opinions because that could be a bit controversial, so I'm just going to tip Checkage. We'll move into the most exciting game. It might be a dead rubber, but everyone is pumped for it. Finding Nemo and Rocket Men.
Yeah, anyone who's not excited for this game can just go walk right out the door. I could talk for hours about this game. This is the game to watch. This is the game of the tournament. We might be seeing 2 teams who have not won a game all tournament trying to get their name off that disgraced bottom spot. Obviously, it's a very passionate game for me. I'd love nothing more than to see Finding Nemo finish rock bottom with no wins. And I reckon, from what I've seen, I reckon we will be able to win that game. If we can't win the second last game as I tipped, I reckon we should definitely be winning this one to at least see 1 win on the board for us.
Yep, well, at the start of the year, if we remember that far back, I tipped you guys as my surprise team finishing 5th, and they haven't lived up to my expectations, but I think you should finally, after you've had plenty of close games, I can see plenty of improvement from the team, and not reciprocated by Finding Nemo. So I think you guys should be able to win the final game of the regular season.
Fantastic.
And So that's about all for the show this week. The season's about to heat up very much, and you are going to get full access, the viewers. It's going to be a very fun last couple rounds, and we'll see you soon back here for another review. Thank you all for listening in, and Sam for joining me again tonight.
Love to be here.
Yep, see you soon.